Get your motor running. Head out on the highway.
Okay folks, so I've decided to do a short little test ride on my Shield modification here. You would have seen the video one, which is well, I actually made this thing. There you can see it. Oh, you can see it on the video. That's what it looks like. I've got it now. Okay, so first things first. I had it. The short little trip, by the way, is from Brisbane to Tasmania and back, so it's going to be around 5,000 kilometer just to ride sort of test ride for these things. You can't rush these things, so you need to take a proper test ride. So I had the Shield. First thing I had was the Shield all the way open, like if it wasn't even there. And when that happened, I had a lot of head buffeting. Made no difference to the way it was before. Whether the hole was there or not, it made no difference. There's still a lot of turbulences and all that sort of stuff. So what that means to me is that whilst that hole may have reduced the vacuum behind the Shield around about here, because there is a vacuum, that's for sure. I can feel when the shirt being pulled off my chest. So there is a vacuum, but the reduction of the vacuum that this hole made did not prevent the head buffeting and the head vibrations that I was getting from the turbulences that I created around the Shield. So that didn't work. What does work is this sort of angle. I played with it. I had a little bit lower and I had a little bit higher, and I think this is roughly the angle, or a bit lower, where the wind stream that comes off that hole, the wind that goes through that hole and comes off that, is hitting more or less my helmet and disrupting the turbulences that are being created from around the Shield. And it does help. It does help. Is it 100% success? No. I think that sort of vibration that I had is gone, which is a godsend. I can actually see clearly, but there is still a lot of turbulence around, and you can maybe hear all that wind turbulence and noise. Let me just duck in front of the Shield and maybe see how the difference is. See, that's sort of what it would be nice if this is the sort of turbulence that you had. But there's a lot more, as you can hear, when I'm sitting up properly the way I want to sit on the bike. So it's not 100% success, but it is a success that the vibration is gone, and it's bearable to ride this way. And I'm going about between 100 and 110 thereabouts. So it's doable. It's still a lot of wind and turbulences that this type of Shield generates, and I think there's nothing you can do about it. It's just this type of Shield will generate these turbulences and an extra noise. So the chap in front of me, Trevor, I'm riding with, he's got an FJ 1100 or 1300, whatever the bloody thing is, and of course his Shield is far more leaned into the air, and he doesn't get any of these kind of noises and wind turbulences and stuff. And if I had a batwing type thing like the Harleys have, that would probably be a lot better too. In fact, I know it's a lot better because I took them for a spin and tested them, and there's nowhere near this much wind noise. So, to cut a long story short, the vibrations that I had are now 99% gone. However, the turbulences that the Shield is generating is still there, which makes it very noisy to ride this bike with the Shield up. And yeah, it's just if you have a road liner or any kind of bike, don't get these types of Shields. Get yourself one of those Batwing type things, which I could have got for this. They have these Batwing type things set up for that, and that would have been smarter and better than this, but I didn't know that, so I thought this works. I never even heard of buffeting until this Shield showed me what it's like. What a pain in the ass that can be. So anyway, so that's the report. It sort of worked, but yeah, I'm still not 100% happy with it, and I wish I had those Batwing type things. But anyway, so there you have it. So if you've already bought one of these types of Shields, doing this will help. That's the bottom line. But if you haven't bought these types of shields yet, don't bother. Get yourself one of those Batwing type things like the Harleys have. It's a better idea, I think. Anyway, so there you go. That's wrapped up then. Ride safe.